What's going on then, dude?
Putting an engine on a stand. Should we take apart a Noble engine, mate? See what's inside.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
Nope. Smash through the intro, I'll make a tea, and we can cry about it together.
Let's do it.
Sure, it'll be fun. Yeah.
We're gathered here today with the Bible to take apart an engine. I've stuck this on, Dad, and it's going to hurt me taking it off.
Go on, this is going to be YouTube gold.
Anyway, mate, they do not make books like this anymore.
They sure don't.
Honestly. It's like they thought people were idiots working on cars. Tells you everything. Easy, suitable for novice with little experience. Right, let's find the jobs that I can do then. Imagine if they did this for like cars now. It would just say plug laptop in.
Pretty much.
Plug laptop in.
Switch off and on again.
Yeah. So this is the the repair procedures for a 2.5 litre in-car. So what is it? Camshaft oil seal renewal, camshafts, compression test, oil, crank oil seals, crankshaft pulley, cylinder head cover, cylinder edge removal and refitting, done that. Engine oil and oil filter change, done that. Engine transmission removal, done that. Exhaust manifold removal and refitting, done that. Flywheel and drive plate removal, done that. Intake manifolds, done that. Oil cooler, done that. Oil pressure switch. Oil pump, we've got to do that. Maybe that's our first job.
Yeah.
Remove sump. Come on. How am I going to take the sump off if the book doesn't tell me? So, do they have a section for engine overhaul? They do.
Things we thought we'd never see on the channel.
Me reading from a Haynes manual for a Ford Mondeo. How to use this chapter. This part of chapter 2 is devoted to in-car repair procedures for the engine. I am going to go at this with the normal attitude I go at most things. Take it apart until I can't take it apart no more.
Sounds like
Although they do some good books. Internet Genealogy, Grand Prix Data Book, The Bike Book, Man, a Man Owner's Manual.
Yep. It's all about looking after your plums.
Is it? That's got like 2 pages, that book. Eat sandwiches, get blowjobs.
Drink beer.
That's it. Oh yeah, 3rd page, drink beer. Brakes. Max Power Ice.
Yay!
Oh, someone must have that book.
I'll bet that's got a Saxo on the cover.
No, it's just ice, like in-car entertainment and stuff, isn't it? Next to build your own off-road buggy. And a computer. What?
I've got there was a Max Power like body kit one, like how to do the outside of your car.
Is it?
I've got that there.
To bring it in.
Never thought you'd own a book. It's pop-up. Yeah. It's get body kit, get tube of Bondo, or what is it they used to call it? Was it Tiger Seal?
Yeah.
Well, I think that'll be handy for when I have to time it up.
Yep.
But right, let's just take stuff off. Board. Board.
So this has been recently acquired.
It has. So one of the Facebook group members reached out because he had this block which has got Cosworth pistons in it because I couldn't find pistons. So I've got I think a block that's in better condition than mine. Absolutely hums. But the pistons are Cosworth pistons.
Yeah.
So we will. I just need to order some rings then. Oh, that doesn't want to come out, Davla.
That's something being awkward to do with the Noble.
Or that one. Right. More grips it is. A Bucart. Please no swarf, please no swarf.
So do we know what car this came out of? Which one particular?
No, I just know it was Stephen was his name.
Yep.
Stephen was his name.
And Noble was his game.
Yep. And I don't know exactly. I just know this was a pretty well spec'd engine. He's given me the build sheet.
Good.
So at least we can basically see what this block's like.
Yeah.
And how good the state the pistons are in, really.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I think I'm just gonna spin that sump off like that.
Do it. Oh, there we go. That's where the magic happens.
Can't see anything wrong. Can't see any mark in the bores. Right. So, oh, dribbled on my own wrist.
That's no good, is it?
Pretty.
Got some good lighting today.
Yeah, it's a good torch, isn't it? That
Nice sort of halo look on the top of your head.
did start off quite godly, didn't it?
It did indeed.
Although
yeah.
me pulling the tape off my neck now is hurting me.
We could be praising the lowered.
I vaxed it.
Vaxed it.
Vaxed
First
it.
accent of the day.
I know. Whenever I hear that, I think of Matey out of Van Wilder.
Insert Van Wilder clip now.
Yeah.
Take it through the car wash, baby, you know, and get it waxed. You know, I want to wax it, you know.
Just want to vax it. On another engine-related topic, Matt took his head off last night.
Off his Evo.
Yeah.
And what was the...
How is Steve-O the Evo?
Well, it's not as bad as we thought it could be. So, yeah, a couple bent valves. Pistons look all good. So, yeah, it's thousands, not tens of thousands, which I'm happy about. So,
Cool.
yeah, so we'll get the head stripped tonight. Yeah, we'll get the head stripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, head stripped tonight and assess from there, basically.
Happy
So,
days. Well, we'll pop over and have a look at your bendy valves in a minute.
yeah,
We'll have a quick look at the outside of the car.
yeah.
He loves looking at other men's head.
Yeah, no, it's all open, so we can have a dive into it.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So, here we have the damage.
Yes. Yeah, so we got a couple bent inlet ones,
Yep.
and then same again with the exhaust ones. So I've got fairly lucky. It doesn't look like it's damaged too much, but yeah, we're gonna do all new valves, refresh the head completely, and go from there.
Cool. So you found out a bit more about the engine build.
Yeah. So Ricky rang up the people that built it.
Yeah.
They knew the car straight away, which is a good thing. So they said it's a nice car, good example, which is always nice to know.
You said it only done, was it 6,000 miles?
Yeah, 6,000 or 8,000
Yeah.
miles since the build. It's just unlucky. It was built a few years back, but it's just one of those things. So yeah, it'd be cool to get it up and running again, see what we can do, and then get it on the dyno.
What power was it making before?
So I never had a dyno print.
Right.
The last owner was around 450 brake.
Okay.
So my turbo is a limiting factor. So depending on costs, or if anyone's got a turbo kit kicking around, let me know, kind of thing, and we'll turn it up. But I think the engine's pretty good. I think the engine, with a bit of headwork, I think it's the block and the engine, I think we're good for like 600-ish mark. So yeah, we'll turn it up and see.
What I meant to do it, piece pissed.
That's
Yeah.
not a plan.
HD
Yeah.
pistons and yeah. You got HD, Voiceco HDs and Oliver rods.
Yeah.
So do well over that. It's just
Yeah,
I think it's going to be the money you've got to spend on everything else, mate.
yeah, the head's a limiting factor, really, isn't it? And turbo.
I don't know whether you've got 272s in or whether they're stock, but you can tell when you get on the end of cam because it's marked. But normally, I would say you probably have because you've got vernier pulley on it.
The fancy pulleys.
You've got MyVec on it.
So what, this the 4G63?
Yes.
This, yeah.
Yeah, and then when you wanted to do a long block, you put a sort of 4G64 block. So I think the block was either 5 or 10 mil higher. Someone will know better than me.
Yep.
But yeah, when I worked for race developments, we did a lot of them. Did a load of them. We're doing them for like IGT, did a couple for Jurgen, built like Conrad Bradley's. Yeah, quite a few 4B11s, which were out of the 10s.
Yeah.
So yeah, I used to build quite a lot of these because Tim had an absolutely crazy one of these. Who owns race development? So I left Volkswagen Group and went to work for him for a bit. So yeah, done a few, but just go Rossport. He'll have everything in stock.
Yeah, that's the plan. Luckily, it's got all the springs uprated. So.
Yeah, you've got springs and retainers. I'm sure they're Supertecs. They look like Supertecs, but your invoice should say.
Yep.
They're doubles as well. I'm sure you got cams in it, mate. You
Yeah.
wouldn't run
I would
double.
have thought so with that.
You wouldn't run double springs on stock cam.
Yeah.
Happy days. Should we have a quick look at the rest of the car? See where it came out of?
Yeah, we'll go have a look underneath the engine.
Came out of a beach buggy. MAP.
Here we are.
You got
Screamer.
Screamer.
Screamer pipe.
Screamer!
Yeah, there she is. Yeah. Big injectors, so they're good for fueling.
Yeah,
so I
inject
don't have to worry
IDs.
about
What are
them.
they?
They're thousands.
Yeah, thousands are they?
Yeah. And then the pistons look okay.
So a quick turnaround.
Yeah, new.
So-
Hopefully, chuck a new gasket on it and rebuild the head, and off we go again.
Off we pop.
That's the plan.
So what spec
Cosworth.
turbo would you go for ideally? You got something in mind?
The thing is, there's so many different variants.
Yeah.
It depends how crazy you want to go with it, and also what sort of power you want to go. Because
Yeah.
obviously, the bigger turbo, the more lag you got.
You want a usable power band as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Not just a...
They're
Yeah.
awful when they're laggy.
So-
They're horrible.
Do you remember that time Clarkson? I think it was the FQ400.
Yeah, racing the Lambo. So.
No, he did one where he raced a like a 1 litre
yeah.
diamond.
Diamond
You
or
put it in
something,
like
yeah.
6, and went for it. Yeah,
Wouldn't
I
go.
remember that. Yeah. And
So
then-
the FQs, I've got to remember which ones. They were done, the ones that came with MoTeC as standard, they were done by Owens.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Owens did those. They
Yeah.
changed the turbos, put them on MoTeC. So that was an Owen Developments thing. But I can't remember whether that was an FQ.
Because the FQ300, the FQ360,
Was it
They did
360?
the 400 as well.
400. I don't know which. Someone will know more than me. But I just know that Owens did the MoTeC ones. So MoTeC used to do a plug and play kit for it, and then it had different turbo. Because you used to be able to get like who made them? Because they're IHIs as standard, and then there was like the greens, the blacks. The turbos had a name, greens, blacks.
Yeah.
But you could go EFR. I think Matt said you can do what you want
You
really.
can just go crazy with these. Yeah, you can.
I want something that picked up
Yeah.
like right from the off.
Yeah.
Don't go crazy at the top end because it's ridiculous. Go as soon as you touch the throttle, it's
up
building
on
boost.
boost. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that Tommy Mac I had was the most fun round town you could have in a car.
Well, that was
Yeah.
stock, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was.
remember
It had a tickle,
Yeah.
but that just literally second you touched the throttle, that picked up and went.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. Because you're not making a drag car.
Yeah.
Yeah, something drivable. Lucky it's got a fairly trick ECU on it, so we can have a play around with it as well. So
Sounds good.
that's the plan.
Get it fixed up. Get it on the dyno.
Get some money spent.
But yeah, no, it'd be nice to get it back.
Happy days.
So
Cool.
We're not turning into a jack workshop.
Say that again.
No, not doing jack. No.
No joke.
What did we say the other day as well? I've been offered a Skyline barn find. Oh.
It's loose. Oh!
Loosings. Sweet.
There we go.
Yeah.
Didn't need the Haynes manual for that one.
No, I didn't. I just undone some bolts.
There we go. It's not gone all over your shoes this time.
No, it's just all over the floor. Oh, I hate turning engines upside down.
You flipped him. Or her. Is it her or he?
I don't know.
It's a them, isn't it, these days?
Yeah. So you can see what they have to do, look. Because they put a lower sump on it, you can see they have to weld a section into the oil pump, into the oil pickup, and then weld a section into the bracket. Yeah?
Yep.
To bring it down lower.
It's quite an interesting solution. Camera will not focus on it.
Oh God, you're gonna get slagged now, Dav.
It's fine, it's on. There we go. Ooh.
So, what's going on here then, Sonny? Why is there not a little beauty there? I thought there'd be a stud there. So 2-bolt mains. So rather than singles, they're 2-bolt main.
Yep.
Which is quite cool. I wonder whether the stud kit just does the inners.
Could be.
Bags and sockets. The oil pump off.
It's quite easy.
Yeah, and it's driven by the 2 flats on the crank.
Yep.
So just engages on there. Picks up through the bottom and then forces it in. Forces it in there, look.
Through there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can strip that in a minute and have a look down. Toit is a toiger. Tried to do it there before, look, and punched bloody hole in dipstick.
Oh. Maybe you could consult the Haynes Bible.
Yeah, it'll say rut roll. Ta-da! That bloody stinks.
Oh, that stinks.
I think where that is where the particle scores on the bearings are.
Yep.
They're bearing holes on the crank. So stuff's come through the oil and sat in the bearings.
Yep.
There's not actually any big gouges. There's a little one there, but I think that'll polish out.
So not too bad then.
No. It's just a lot of, like, whoever built this, like, can you see all them marks on it?
Yeah.
Like they've used a spanner to turn the crank.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of,
It's a bit agricultural the way they've done it.
not much care.
Yeah.
Right, now I need to think timing because I can never remember. I need to mark the rods.
Okay.
So I'll get me grinder.
Yep.
And I'll get the Bible and figure out what my timing numbers are.
So what are you doing?
So I've just ground the rods so I know the positions on the cylinders, and now we're literally just gonna undo my rod bolt and start knocking rods and pistons out.
Yeah.
Wiped, just everything's wiped from the state of the oil.
Yeah. There we go.
Cosworth.
So that's what you wanted?
Yeah, and then I've got the numbers off the bottom. So I just want to put rings on it. I mean, there is some, you can't feel it, there's some scuff in there, but
Yeah. So this is where it's important to keep everything together.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see the wipe, but then you can see just those little dots where there's dirt embedded in the bearing. Yeah, just keep everything together. So we are 4. See that?
Yeah.
Again, just either, depending on how many miles it's done, that's either poor oil or a dirty build. That's not good. What is that binding up like that?
What are you thinking?
Something's stopping it. Something's
Some
stopping
resistance on it.
Yeah. Well, that's not too bad. But that, if I push it on the... Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing there, mate. Maybe. So what's that? That must be pinching down. Right, so it's not the cheek of the rod. It's like it's the... That's very strange. Wonder if it's that.
Thinking.
Can you see that?
Yeah, that nick.
See that burr on that bearing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what it should do.
Yeah.
Right, needs addressing. Yeah, 'cause it's tight on that as well. It's a build issue, that, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going to be the solution to that?
Well, I need to measure. The rods.
Yeah.
Right, that's got a cutout on it. That's got a cutout on a bearing. So is that one. That's shit as well. It's fine. Right, so we've got two cutouts on a cap, two cutouts on a cap. Both bearings are tanged. Don't like that, Dabbler.
No, I can tell.
But I don't know why. It's only on the caps, not on the rod.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel too bad. That's what I'd expect. At the end of the day, all I got this for, worst case, all I got this for was the pistons
Yep.
and the block. Because obviously the pistons are worn to the block, so worst case, we use my crank
Yep.
and my rods. But it'd be nice to understand. That feels alright.
Got a good one.
Feels okay. Bearings are knackered, look.
Yep.
Can you see where it's like
Yeah.
debris got caught in the edge of the bearing parting line and just dragged all the way around. Again, same there.
Yeah.
Pitted with debris.
Debris. So, is that kind of what you were expecting, or bit of a?
Well, there's a few little bits and pieces that the quality of the build isn't great,
Yeah.
because that's not shit in the oil that does that. Like, there's a lot of particle
Yeah.
scores.
So
Like
that's
if it
been
was
put-
just yeah, like there's nicks on the bearings, like here as well.
Yeah.
There's even if the bearings turned up where they've had the location mark punched in, if it's got burrs on it, then you've got to notice that. You've got to fix it.
Yeah.
So the build isn't great.
What about the crank itself?
Yeah, I think the crank looks alright, to be fair. We have to measure it up. I can't see any. I don't know whether this is done at factory. I don't know enough about them.
Yeah.
It's had a little bit done. We'll get it rebalanced anyway. But it could probably do with a light. Yeah, probably do with a light polish. There is liquid sealant everywhere. Like even thrust washers are white. But then it's like, what the hell are these impact marks here? Bottom of the cylinder.
Yeah.
Right, just flip it upside down then. Have a look. See that down there, look? See the groove?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's not a groove, I can't feel it. That's something getting caught between a piston and the cylinder wall. Everything else looks... no obvious marks or
Yep.
damage. Just needs a bloody good clean, and then we'll measure it up. but hopefully it's good to go, because I'd like to keep the same block.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the same pistons.
There we go.
So if it strips, we need to clean the block. That must come out. So it is just a tube pressed in.
Yeah.
It's how much am I going to deform it trying to get it out? Well, it's
We're about to find out.
It's fucked anyway. Not one little bit, Davla.
You squished it.
Yeah. So what I've tried to do, look, is relieve it
Yeah.
without damaging.
Rusty.
Yeah. Without damaging the block. You see it move then?
Yep.
Alright, she'll go now. You watch. You watch, laddie.
Come on.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
So all we've done is just relieve the pressure, the outward pressure of it.
Yep.
And there you go, it's out.
Gone.
Because what you don't want to do is
Knacky your hole.
damage that in there.
There we go.
Right, so we know we can fix that.
Great success.
That's just sealants, that's fine. I need some engine dowels. These were tight, so let's see if we can get these ones done. Moulding grips. Flat bottoms or bullets?
Flat.
You reckon they're going to be flat? Bullets.
Bullets.
Was surprised with how tight they were. Cool, well they're scrap because I've only got two. Right, there goes my Bible. What is holding that in? 8. There's a bolt snapped off at the back, which is not great. That's got some sludging, mate.
Any bits of metal?
Not I can see. There's a lot of crap in that.
It's very stinky.
Yeah, it stinks to hell. See all that liquid sealant.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so the tube is welded. That's welded to the bottom of the sump. That's okay. There's a bit of metal there.
Yeah.
It looks like a machining shaving as well. Hang on, mate. Quite strange. Almost looks like the kind of shavings you get off when you cut a valve seat.
Yeah.
But you can see the kind of film built, like the film is sludge built up. Can you see it?
Yep.
It washes away. It just needs a good clean. Get that. I think that's a sunk gasket and sealant. Yeah, it must be they've sealed like a sump gasket on.
Doesn't want to come off, whatever it is.
No, that's where they've glued it on. I think it's like a gasket plate.
Yeah.
And then they've they're like self-tapping bolts. Weird bolts for a machine face.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. Let's check that in the bottom of the trolley. Get rid of my bits off the side. So, I need to give that a clean. I think I'm going to pull the other engine apart.
Yep.
And figure out which block is in better condition. Ultimately, all I ever wanted was those pistons. So I need to find...
Everything else is a bonus.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got some picking and choosing to do, which is fine. Like I said, we've gained a sump, another sump, because we didn't have that. So I will, we'll pull the other one. But that's what the inside of a Noble looks like, that.
Yeah.
So
I've not seen one of those before.
no, like even down to the squirters, the piston squirters, look, are in the bottom. They're not like V10 ones, where they sit out on little legs and they're bolted to the casing. You zoom into the bottom. Focus.
There we go.
You see that little hole? That little hole right at the bottom there is your piston squirter. So that's machined down through the main jet. Through the main bearing. So yeah, quite an interesting little way of doing it. A lot of the Porsche engines that don't have piston squirters, that's how they retrofit them.
Okay, yeah.
They retrofit them by drilling through the bottom of the casing into the main bearing oil journal. We gained stone, so
Happy days.
I think that's clean up time, mate.
If you was to Google that squirter, you need to be very careful.
Yeah, don't Google squirter. So need to chat with Cosworth, find some rings, not Google squirters.
Yeah.
So if anyone's listening, yeah, don't do that. And then start gathering bits. Are they? ACLs. ACL standards. It's got good bearings in it. I just think whoever put it together did it in a sandpit. Is my honest answer.
Well, safe to say it will be put together properly next time.
Yeah, it needs a bloody good clean.
Yes.
Like, that's oil drain back. That's a stone.
So the next step then, get it cleaned.
I need a front pulley.
Yep.
I need to get a new front pulley, a flywheel, figure out what rods and pistons I'm using and weigh them, get my crankshaft balanced with everything, or decide what crankshaft I'm going to use,
Yeah.
decide what rods I'm going to use, keep these pistons and service them. So clean them, new rings. Probably try and use this block. There's a couple of things to repair on it. And then go from there.
Happy days.
Yeah,
than just
cool.
the small job of repairing the actual
I'll have the engine
car.
I'll probably have the engine done before I even lift the body off. But
Let's just have a quick look at where it's going to be going again. Refresh people's memory.
I did. I cut my little finger, look.
Oh no, pinky.
I know. I thought I did. That's a splinter. That's going to annoy me. I hate splinters. It's not going in the Ferrari. It's going in the Noble that is holding the Ferrari up.
She's there. Hang on. So,
Yeah. I had quite a few people have offered to come down and help. I had Craig offer to come down and do all the welding.
yeah,
I had someone else offer to come down and take the body off. So
that's nice.
feel free, come and take the body off for me. Get my splinter out.
Tea time then, dude.
It is tea time, I think. Did we cover everything?
I think so.
If I've missed anything, put it in the comments. I'll try and answer it.
Yep.
And I will try and strip the other engine off camera because there's no point showing you it twice. And then start getting bits ordered. SuperTech have come back and given me some specs on some valves they've done, but they said it is for the 3 litre, so I need to see whether they work, and if they work, we can put SuperTech valve train in it.
Happy days.
And then I can get the head serviced. I think I'm going to need to put guides in it. I want to port and polish them. Probably do stock cams. I don't know. Lots to think about.
Cool.
One problem at a time.
Yep.
I'll see ya.
See you later.